Hello, today we're going to learn about Groundhog Day. Which day is Groundhog Day? February 2nd is Groundhog Day in North America. Hello, Mr. Groundhog. Groundhog Day is a popular North American tradition observed in the United States and Canada on February 2nd. Do you see the shadow? Every year on February 2nd, we wait eagerly to see if the groundhog will come out of its burrow and find its shadow. If the groundhog sees its shadow, there will be 6 more weeks of winter. If it does not see his shadow, then we know that spring will soon be with us. This idea comes from an old Scottish verse. If Candlemas Day is bright and clear, there will be 2 winters in the year. The history of Groundhog Day. Groundhog Day legends and traditions. Each year on February 2, officials head out to Gobbler's Knob in Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania, to seek out the burrow of Punxsutawney Phil, of course, and his shadow. As the legend goes, if Phil emerges from his burrow and does not see his shadow, spring is on the way. If he does see his shadow, however, we can anticipate 6 more weeks of winter. This annual tradition has been taking place for more than a century. In fact, Groundhog Day is steeped in history. But before we dive into the lore of Groundhog Day, let's learn a little about its original European roots. The origin of Groundhog Day is associated with Candlemas Day, which stems from the days of early Christians in Europe. In those times, it was custom to have the clergy bless candles and distribute them to the townspeople during winter. Groundhog Day was derived not only from this custom, but also from a popular poem about Candlemas Day. Here's the English version. If Candlemas be fair and bright, winter has another flight. If Candlemas brings clouds and rain, winter will not come again. Groundhog Day in Canada. Groundhog Day, or February 2nd, is the day when woodchucks tell Canadians what awaits them in the months till the official start of spring. Will it be a long winter or a short winter? As if waiting until early February wasn't long enough. How long is that groundhog's shadow? About Groundhog Day. For an almost uniquely North American celebration, Groundhog Day has its roots in medieval Europe and the celebration of Candlemas, a festival in which candles were lit at churches to commemorate Jesus' presentation at the temple. Candlemas also has much in common with pre-existing pagan observances in pagan times, when farmers would carry torches around their fields before sowing time. Candlemas Day. Candlemas Day is halfway between the first day of winter and the first day of spring. Some people used to believe that if it was sunny on this day, then the rest of the winter would be cold. But if it was cloudy on this day, then the rest of the winter would be mild and short. Shubenacadie Sam is one of the most famous of Canadian groundhogs. The first Groundhog Day. The first Groundhog Day began with German settlers in Pennsylvania on February 2nd, 1887, to commemorate the legend of Candlemas Day, known for its intellect and sensibility. The groundhog became the perfect candidate to carry on their beloved tradition. The poem's references to sunlight and clouds transformed into the concept of the groundhog's shadow. Groundhogs are the only animal to have a day named after them. Happy Groundhog Day!